Hi, I'm just going to give you a quick tutorial on how to just check that you've got MPLABX, PicKit3 and the LPLC board all basically working when they're connected to each other, so you know you haven't wired anything up incorrectly or broken anything. So let's start by downloading some software. We're going to download the example template code for the LPLC board from my website. So if we just go off there now and let's have a look. Oh yeah, first of all, just a reminder of how the board and the PicKit 3 should be powered up. If you come and have a look in here, there we go, you can see the picture of it there. Notice the PicKit 3 is upside down in this view, and see how pin 1 goes to this pin, which has got the little arrow on it on the other side, and that there's a pin missing there. That's correctly aligned upside down. So let's go back to the main menu and go and get the tutorial code, which is, let's come up here, example programs, and click on the LPLC board, and there's a link to it there. So it's a little zip file which we can save. I'm going to save it to my computer's desktop because it'll be nice and easy to see there. So let's go and save that there. That's telling me it's downloaded. So I can minimize this, and there we can see the zip file with the of the template code. First of all, we need to open that up and extract the contents of that zip file. So we click on extract all files, and we make sure that the directory, it does this by default, the directory is placed on the computer's desktop. So if we just click extract, it's all done. And if I close this window down, I now see that I still had the zip file, but I now have an actual real directory on my desktop, and this directory contains the project files. So we've got all of our source files and the files that the MPLABX environment understands. Now I presume at this point, we'll delete that zip file, we don't need that anymore. I presume at this point that you have the PicKit 3 plugged into the PC and plugged into the LPLC board as we saw in that photograph. So on that basis, let's go ahead and run up MPLABX. So at the moment I've no projects open. If you've been playing already, you may well have some other projects open already. There we go, let's see. So like here, for example, here we've got a project already. First things first, if you do have one there, is close it. Now let's go File, Open a Project, and use these navigation buttons to navigate to the desktop and find the directory that we just installed, and then navigate down the directory until you find what appears to be a directory with the little IC on it. That means it's found our project directory. So having highlighted the name with the chip next to it, let's go Open Project, and that's now opened the project in MPLABX. So we can quite quickly actually, let's right click over the highlighted name here and go down to Properties, and now we can scroll around in the Hardware tool and see here PIC-Kit 3, and it's printed the serial number of the PIC-Kit 3. So I would expect yours to be a slightly different number, still probably BUR, but with a different number because obviously my serial number is unique. Now at this point, if you don't have that, then we've got some kind of a problem. For example, if we cancel from this, if I unplug the PIC-Kit from the PC, you might actually hear it as it disappears. May have heard that. If I come back into MPLABX, right click, properties, you see how PIC-Kit 3, it's green, but there's no serial number. It's because it doesn't have one. So we can do all kinds of things. We could actually use a simulator. We could actually use that instead of a hardware programming tool. So there's a lot we can actually do in MPLABX. We just can't connect to the LPLC board. And I think this display, if I plug the PIC-Kit 3 back in again, I think this display is dynamic. Yep, there we go. So that's just telling me it's definitely detected the PIC-Kit 3. It doesn't mean everything's perfect yet. It just means that it can actually see the PIC-Kit 3. Now I've gone down from the conf setting here to highlight the PIC-Kit 3 itself. Now this is a very important point. I'm not powering my LPLC board by batteries. I'm going to power it from the PIC-Kit 3 itself. That's what I show in the pictures on my website. But you have to change one of these options. So from the PIC-Kit 3 menu, click on the option categories and go to Power, Power Target Circuit, LPLC board in our case, from PIC-Kit 3. Make sure that's ticked and give it about 3.5 volts. That might sound a bit high, but actually these PIC-Kits tend to put out a slightly lower voltage than indicated here. I generally find that 3.5 works the best. So assuming you had to tick that, click Apply and OK. Now we can go ahead and build. So you notice there I didn't click on the hammer. I clicked on the drop down and I selected from there build for debugging. So I click on that. Good, okay, so that built successfully, of course. And I can now click on this icon here, debug project, which should transfer the file to the LPLC board and commence a debug session. Click. Now let's look at what's going on down here. So that's good, that means it's noticed well, in fact, that's good, that means it's detected the PIC-Kit 3. That's good, it means it's detected the LPLC board connected. And that specific line there, device ID revision, is the revision of the microchip PIC processor. So if we get that far, everything's grand. Here we go, we can see it's programming and running. And at the moment you can't see this because I'm not showing video, but I'm seeing an LED flash. And that's proof that MPLABX, PIC-Kit 3 and the LPLC board are all happy. LED flashes at a rate about, or toggles at the rate of about once a second. In fact, I will count it now. Off, on, off. So that's a couple of seconds maybe. Okay, that concludes the tutorial. Thank you very much.